What's up, fuckers? We're back again on a Sunday, man. We're back. Oh, we got a lot to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Quiet, Tommy. We got some releases. We got some people that left because they know their worth. And we got a lot more to talk about. TKO, you fucking suck. Anyway, since I'm starting off, your IWA champion is here. You know what I'm saying? And still in a beautiful... Tommy, isn't the belt great?
Tommy, don't worry. Next week.
No. Isn't this belt this great? I think it is. But anyway, guys, what are your... Am I... technically a host. You know what I'm saying?
You are a host.
Yes. I am your host, Ghost Ninja. You already know who I am. I have a second account, Ghosty Reviews. You know what I'm saying? Just upload a video. Check those out. Those are good. Haytham Kemway is not better than fucking Ezio. If you agree with that, die. Anyway, also fuck Boston. Go ahead, Lee.
Ah man, hey, hold on. Can we bring that comment back up real quick by Eli?
What comment? Yo, bro.
Man, the man of I don't have a lot to say. All I got to say is Paul, can we fire Logan, Paul? Cinema. Amazing song of the year.
Song of the year, he says.
Very interesting. Go ahead, Tommy.
It's your boy, Tommy Impact, Tommy BTBC, Tommy's Media, whatever you want to call me, just put Tommy in front of it. I don't like these episodes because I gotta talk about people losing their jobs.
Good point.
The good thing about this episode is, though, hopefully we get into everything they're gonna go, which is the bright side of this, I guess. And stay tuned. Also, I do have a very important announcement at the end of this stream, so stay tuned. Yes, we're gonna force you to sit through the whole thing for the announcement. Yes, we are.
What a piece of trash, but I get it.
Rod, go ahead.
What's going on? It's your boy Rod, back for another week, episode 190. Got a lot to talk about today. Kind of as these guys have said. So it'll be quite the long episode. So grab your popcorn.
Did you say it'll be a long episode?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, stop it.
Thank you. We started it. Thank God we started at 8
Hey, Kiwi, I like that. CM Punk top 10. Okay.
So
Enough.
Sit down, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the show. Go ahead.
Oh man, should be a fun episode, like everybody else has said already. Talk a little bit about New Day, Roman, and now that we're talking about Roman, you know who's not here? But it should be fun.
Last week.
With all that being said, sorry. So if you are not in the Discord and we ended abruptly last week, that was Jay Aries' fault. He did not know, like he said in the Discord, he was being a bot. He had access to end the stream. He meant to leave, but he wouldn't have ended it. So yeah,
he ended the fucking stream. What a clown!
What last week? What a dude.
So I guess we could probably just start with the Roman because it's the fresh. I guess that's the fresh news today. So basically, from what I've gathered, I think he was like announced yesterday or the day before that he was going to be here for the rest of May and the whole month of June. But it looks like WWE has pulled him from advertisements. We don't know if this is because of a contract restructure. Maybe this is to lead people to maybe believe that he's going to lose to Jacob at Backlash. What's y'all's take on all this?
There's no fucking way Roman Reigns is going to not be here all in June, right? All troll aside.
Yeah,
No way,
June,
right?
I feel like isn't it, again, I could be mistaken. I put it in Discord, but I'm pretty sure, aren't they going overseas in June?
I believe so.
They are going overseas.
No, Night of Champions is in the end of June.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Saudi? God damn it.
And he's usually almost always advertised for Saudi shows.
That's what I'm saying.
They do want him there. This could either be a tactic of I think people already know that Jacob's gonna lose, but this could be a tactic that WWE is using to kind of maybe try to get people to maybe lean towards the side of, oh hey, Jacob's winning. Which is a tactic we have seen in the past. It's not something new that WWE has done. The other scenario of this is, well, the side of if he loses next Saturday, then that could mean for a lot more detrimental things for the WWE in the case of is his contract being worked with? Are they kind of tampering with his contract, telling him to take less money? I mean, TKO, if you guys heard yesterday, we're going to talk about the New Day stuff. But New Day basically mutually parted ways with the WWE due to TKO offering them less money, which, it's one thing to toy around with somebody's creative, but when you're toying around with somebody's money, that's like personal stuff. You're toying around with putting food on their family's table and stuff like that.
Especially when they have to fucking travel.
Yeah, and they pay for their for their expenses to travel. They pay for their hotels. They pay for their flights. They pay for their gears. Like it's just something that you don't toy with. And I'll be honest, for somebody the caliber of Roman Reigns, who he is a draw, and sells a lot of merch. For them to be toying with his money, that could also lead me to believe if they're trying to restructure his contract, who's to say the rest of the roster isn't getting their contracts restructured? And if that's the case, if he loses next Saturday, there's a real possibility that Roman Reigns' last television appearance could be next Saturday.
I could also see a world where, especially if they are, like you say, changing all these contracts up, people taking less money. I could definitely see a situation where Roman could easily say, all right, less money, less dates. Like, that's just that simple. Like, now you won't have me all summer.
That's probably the decent best thing that could happen. Another thing that's possibly happening right now is that they're probably still negotiating his contract as we speak. So they're probably taking off the dates just in case they don't come into an agreement. Mm-hmm. This is done everywhere, not just wrestling. Movies.
They said y'all trying to headcanon the reason Roman restructured last year. He only wants to wrestle Jacobs.
I mean, if that's the case, full time, LOL. But we'll see what happens. Honestly, all troll aside, we'll see what happens.
I just don't know how you can tell the story again.
Well, he is still advertised for the few Raws in May after Backlash. So I don't know if that's any indicator. Do with that information that you will.
Did they take him off the poster?
He's still on there. Well, just not for the ones in June. Yeah,
June. That's what I was talking
about.
No,
the May ones, he's there for all of May. Like he's basically booked through May. But it's just really odd that I think there's obviously at the end of June there's Night of Champions. So I just think that's really weird that he's not going to be possibly working a Saudi Arabia show, because that's probably the one you'd think he'd probably work. Yeah. Another thing with this whole Roman Reigns thing and kind of contract situations, I'll be honest, man, legend deals might be gone. Probably really soon. You got to think that TKO is if they don't want to pay their talent that's think about working, why would they want to pay talent that are just sitting on the shelf, not doing anything, that offer nothing to the product?
Crazy work.
Legends contracts might be done. So anybody who has signed a Legends deal, where they get a pay cut for all of the merch that they get sold through WWE, it's a real possibility that they're just gonna cut that shit out. It's not something that's reported yet, but you could only think in TKO's head, hey, we're already trying to size down the contracts of all the talent that we have that actually work on a week-to-week basis. Why would we want to pay people that literally do nothing for us on a week-to-week basis?
And this question, I have a question, and it may sound crazy at first, but I promise it ties into it. Does TKO get any shares or any money from WWE, merch and their toys per se?
They have to, Tommy.
Well,
they own them.
Broke.
So
they're going broke. They kind of have to.
Aren't they still aren't they still in debt as well?
Yeah, they're still in debt. Why do you think they're restructuring all these deals? And all that.
Because that's what's going to take a hit. We're never going to see another goddamn, I don't even know, another Ric Flair figure ever.
No.
There's little things like that you got to think about. Those things are really going to get taken away because TKO is just weird.
I think they're going to get to a point where the WWE is going to be a net negative for them in terms of what they earn, that they're just going to end up selling it off. I'm pretty sure that that TKO has kind of gone into business of buying WWE. So and honestly, I think it's a pretty stupid business decision, but it seems like they're trying to tank the value of WWE for whatever reason, because it is a public company. I don't know what the shares are right now. I don't know how much TKO or WWE is really worth. I'd have to look that up. But it seems like they're trying to tank their value to sell it off, which makes absolutely no sense because the value just keeps constantly dipping for the WWE.
Well, I'm willing to put a lot of money on. Even if they do sell it, they are not getting what they bought for it. So.
No, they're
No.
not. They bought it for
They're
like
not,
millions
so.
of dollars, bro. Billions.
Either way it goes, it's a loss. But,
Bro, Netflix bought billions just for fucking Raw.
yeah, I don't know. TKO is just making me real nervous. I don't know. I'm just watching a little more carefully because it's just I'm a little worried about
Like I said, scenario for Roman right now, they're probably still speaking about his contract and they just pulled his dates, all troll aside. So I highly doubt, because if TKO is really going broke, there's no way you're gonna let your biggest draw take away dates so you don't get as much money off of him. There's no way. I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, but what do I know?
Is it just me who feels like this is like the whole thing of this is like they're doing it as a storyline? He's gonna get written off TV at some point.
I mean, that's kind of been his booking all 2025. He'd show up for a little couple weeks span and then get written off.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe they're just paying him off of that.
After Backlash, the Jacob Fatu stuff isn't over.
I don't think it's gonna be over. I think Jacob Fatu is gonna be integrated into that bloodline story for a while. I think I think he'll probably end up losing to Roman Reigns, which he'll end up having to acknowledge him. I think you'll get a story there. I think the payoff for Jacob Fatu is gonna come sometime later down the line at some point next year.
Oh look, we got a donation. Hold on.
Shout out
Shut up, Jock, man.
I would say shout out to Jock. But fuck that piece of garbage.
Wow.
Fuck
He just gave you money.
Garbage.
He just gave us some of his hard-earned money, and you're gonna call him.
No, that's fine. But
Yeah, bro.
it's still fuck that piece of trash.
Shout out, Jock. That's a great guy.
Shout out,
Jock.
Jock.
Yeah,
Great
Jock.
guy.
This is what I say to them $2 that he gave me.
Hey, Jock. Straight tens, man. Straight tens.
That's all I gotta say to that piece of garbage.
Should have been a 10, Jock. Yeah, what Ed said. Wow, what a piece of trash.
Yeah, I mean, if this is all just a thing of like on the other and looking at it from the other side, if Roman Reigns is taking time off in June,
hey man,
and it's not because of a contract. If it doesn't come out that if it comes out that he's taking time off just cause.
Oh boy,
that just
oh
does
boy,
not look good.
I'm gonna talk now.
Hey, full-time champion, right, Ghost?
We're gonna.
He can't miss one day. Not one.
All I have to say is, I'm gonna wait till June. I'm gonna see what happens. If he's missing time, and it gets reported that he's missing time because of an issue that does not revolve around a contract, yeah,
oh, man.
Let's believe it will be talked about. So, I mean,
Roman will be Roman.
Yeah, it will be talked about because this isn't new. This is something we're accustomed to with Roman Reigns. He does like to show up, and he'll give you Mania season, and then he likes to take off and do his own thing. You have a world championship now. It's time that you show up. If you didn't have a world championship, if you didn't have a world championship, I could care less, dude. I mean, take as much time off as you want. You're not a world champion, but realistically, we need a world champion on Raw because I'll be honest, what's going on SmackDown?
In a special way, girl.
There's not really a real like. At least it doesn't feel like we have like a good world champion right now. Just does not feel like that. So, we need at least somebody to be at the top and like actually sustain that at the top. So we definitely need that because CM Punk was the guy, and then obviously he lost. So Roman Reigns, are you gonna step up? I mean, obviously I think we'll talk about this later, but Cody has a new opponent which we will talk about.
I can't wait for that.
Really interesting, really shocking turn of events. I did not think that they were going to do that, but you know, we move. We'll see. We'll see what makes up of that. Anything else on this Roman stuff before we move on?
I'm over it.
Ah man, yo Tommy, your guy lost. Your guy lost for this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm over it.
And now Punk seems to be taking a little bit of a hiatus now. I mean,
He deserves
no,
it.
I think he deserves it, man. You know, he actually was showing up every week. You know, he had several matches this year. You know, he's not 20 years old. Like he deserves it. So, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back by I think he'll probably take the rest of this month off. I think he'll be back by June. I think he will. So,
he's definitely going to be back before the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah, I think so. So, I think he's just going to take this month off, and you know, well deserved. I'm actually pretty intrigued into what Punk could do before we do get into this next part. But what do you guys think Punk is going to do when he returns? Because there could possibly be a match with Cody there, but I'm not sure I don't want to say waste, but I don't think they'd do that match at Saudi Arabia, knowing that Gunther is now, you know, obviously feuding with Cody. What is Punk gonna stay on Raw, or is he gonna go on SmackDown? I guess that's the first question I got for y'all.
He should go to SmackDown to help that.
I think he's gonna go to SmackDown just to try and save the brand.
Okay. What's the first feud y'all would like to see him? Because I think he's gonna take a little bit of a step back from the world title scene.
I'd like to see him work someone younger. Yeah, like a Ricky.
Ricky would be that was the first one that I thought of.
We'll owe that still, because he left AEW when he was feuding with Ricky.
You see, and
then let's just run it back.
Look, this one I do like. You know, you got Randy who still has the story with Cody, and Punk, you know, obviously called his shot at the title. I think these two having a potential feud to lead to who's gonna end up facing Cody Rhodes is, you know, pretty interesting. Speaking of Randy, hasn't been seen on TV. We don't know why.
Isn't he injured?
Well, that you know, that's what I was just about to bring up. Is it possible that he's injured? Possibly. There was a report that came out before WrestleMania that said that he was working the match hurt. Could be possible that he's taking time off. If that's not the case, if he's actually not hurt, then leaving him off TV after he Punk kicked Cody Rhodes, I think that's
a choice. That's a choice.
I think that's pretty interesting. But I'm gonna stick to the assumption that he's hurt, because that is a report that we did see. Until told otherwise, you know, I guess I'll just choose to believe that.
Ooh, I like Ed's comment. Yeah, man.
Punk and Ilya would be good. Speaking of Ilya,
his ass.
Ilya has not been seen on TV in weeks. Neither has Carmelo Hayes.
Isn't Carmelo Hayes injured?
Oh, shit, not that I know of, unless that was reported.
I think it's
no, because wasn't he still dealing with that stuff with his knee after the US title match?
I thought it was
that's kayfabe, buddy.
I thought that was real because he had genuine because he hasn't been seen since.
No,
bro got worked.
That's kayfabe.
You got worked, buddy.
Bro.
You got worked, buddy.
Well, shit.
But yeah, no. Punk and Melo would also be really good. Punk and Sami Zayn.
Right.
Punk does have a lot to do on SmackDown. I do believe that there's there's a lot of potential feuds for CM Punk, and seeing CM Punk work with some of the younger guys now, and then kind of make his way towards back to the world title. I think that'd be really cool. Now we're gonna move on to something. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about CM Punk?
He's a piece of trash.
The wrong guy now won at WrestleMania.
What? Wait.
He said the wrong
guy. Punk should have retained.
No, you're on Team Roman. Don't run now.
Yeah, you were Team Roman.
Now.
Yeah, I do not recall being Team Roman.
Oh, I recall it. Don't run now, boy.
That shit.
Now we're gonna get to a part of the show that's unfortunately a little bit more sad.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The New Day have mutually parted ways with the WWE.
How? I'm sorry, Rock. Go ahead.
This is sheesh, man. Waking up yesterday and hearing that. Is there even really a thing such as WWE Lifer anymore? I mean, we've seen guys like Dolph Ziggler get released.
Edge went to AEW.
Yeah, but like I'm speaking just in terms of like releases. You know, Edge got to leave off his own will. Some of these guys,
technically, so to do that.
yeah, like, and well, obviously they didn't get released, but you know, is there even like a such thing anymore as a WWE lifer? Like, it seems like there isn't. You know, guys that you would think are WWE lifers, like a Dolph Ziggler, like the New Day. Some of these guys, you know, they've been in the company for so long.
Hey, let's not release the Miz, man. That's a two-time Grand Slam
Let's not
champion.
even put that out there.
Let's not release the GOAT, man. Come on.
The crazy part is like, why would I even be surprised? Like, look at what the company's doing, like releasing people who've been loyal to the company for so long. Like, you're talking Kofi Kingston has been a part of the company for almost damn near 20 years. Xavier Woods been a part of the company for almost, again, 15 years. Like, these are guys who have been loyal, have stuck through like some of like the hardships of like creative. And it makes me like think like these guys like asked for their release because they weren't getting paid enough. And like, they probably, had they had gotten paid like a pretty nice salary, I mean, they're not really doing much outside of just sitting and catering. I don't think they care about that. I think they just care about the getting paid part. Like, some of these guys are just fine with being backstage and just being a part of the WWE and just being in catering. They don't really care about what they get up in, you know, with creative. And unfortunately, TKO is just deciding to like, hey, well, we don't view you as a needle mover, as a merch mover. You don't really get much screen time. You know, you're basically like, we're just gonna, you know, give you a pay cut. So and it's unfortunate. Guys like Xavier Woods, guys like Kofi Kingston, I think it's just really sad to hear that kind of news come out when knowing how much they meant to the WWE, how much they meant to a lot of fans. Everybody knows the New Day is one of the greatest factions, not just in WWE history, just in you know, professional wrestling history. They're one of the greatest tag teams. They're one of the greatest factions. Those were all three guys who were on the verge of release in 2014. They ended up getting a gimmick that was not supposed to get over, but they made it work. And the fact that we're gonna sit here today and we're literally talking about the fact that two of the three got released, with the possibility of like, could Big E even get released too, like at some point? I know he's not like a on-screen talent that wrestles, but I mean, it's not out the realm of possibility.
I feel like it's gonna happen eventually.
Hey, yo, Rod, you saying like, you know, the gimmick that wasn't supposed to last in 2014? I'm pretty sure Xavier Woods said that he made a bet with Vince about that.
Yeah, he did.
Where
they were literally given this gimmick that was supposed to be something that was supposed to be to the detriment. It was supposed to be to get them out the company, and it just happened to go over. The gimmick really got over.
Which is great for them, man. I'm not gonna lie. How do you mess that up with the New Day? You had such a great heel turn with the New Day with Big E and all that. It was such a great heel turn. It was one of the best heel turns.
And they went and fucked it up immediately.
They went and fucked it up immediately, and now the tag division is just it's gone. I'm sorry, it's gone.
You know, you got a makeshift tag team as champions on SmackDown.
That shit is ass, bro.
And you have Logan Paul as tag team champion.
That shit is ass. Like, you just released Motor City, which should have been 5-time champs by the time it got released. And the New Day, I mean, it's the New Day. What do I have to say? What was left for the Enigma? What was left for the New Day? Another heel run. They had a fucking I just talked about them having a great ass heel turn on Big E.
I was about to say that if they followed up on the heel turn, I don't think we would be talking about.
We wouldn't be doing this, and they could have easily helped revive the tag titles. They literally had a story of saving the fucking tag titles. How do you fuck that up?
And I'm gonna be honest, it was actually all right. It wasn't.
It was fine, but then they decided to do bullshit and do typical WWE. I don't want to book the tag division style things. It's stupid. They had such a great story going on.
On top of that, Kofi was also involved in a story with
Javon Evans.
Oh yeah,
which, you know, obviously could have helped Javon Evans. We'll probably never know what the payoff is for it. But you know, they could have probably led to a match between Kofi Kingston and Javon Evans.
Could you fucking imagine a Kofi and Javon match?
And also, I would love to see Javon fighting Xavier too. end up with the storyline with that. But like, it's just, dude, it's sad that you. I'm sorry, it's sad that you let the New Day walk. That's
And it's crazy.
That is
It's crazy
pathetic.
that people ask what was left for the New Day. But after everything we just said, it's like, damn. Now I feel like there's a lot we didn't get to see with the New Day.
There was
For all this new talent coming in, Fraxium, like, come on.
Fraxium. By the way, Fraxium is in fucking jobber mode. What?
Yeah, it's a
This
mess.
show's about this is not a show.
Look, and here's another thing. You could have like, Enigma, you're talking about what is there left for them. They have a partnership with AAA, as if people from WWE haven't gone over to AAA to go do work. We literally just saw the Creed brothers literally show up in AAA last night. The WWE could have realistically wanted to stat pad the New Day, send them over to AAA, and just win the tag titles down there and do some work down there with some tag teams that are like really talented down there. You got Psycho Clown and Pagano. Who else is down there? There is a lot of tag teams. There's like at least a good 6 or 7 that are actually like really good down there. And another one, New Day could have went to TNA. They could have had a little bit of a run down there. I mean, who knows? Now maybe they'll probably either sign to AEW or TNA. Who knows?
New Day versus MG Double or Nothing 2027.
They do also have a partnership with Noah. Like the WWE does have partnerships with
Dude, they have
people,
partnerships and they don't use
and
them.
they don't. Yeah, exactly. So there was a lot of stuff for the WWE to do with the New Day. Maybe not so much so in the main roster because they've done basically literally everything there is to do. Maybe one more heel run would have been the way to go. But realistically, there's more stuff for them to do even outside of WWE. They could have worked with AAA. They could have done a little bit, maybe a stint in NXT, getting tag teams over. Some new tag teams, because that tag team division is all fairly new. You don't think the New Day, one of the most legendary tag teams of all time, could have gone down to NXT and elevated some tag teams? They could have done that too. Could have sent them over to TNA. Hey, let's give some publicity to TNA. But unfortunately, you're not using your partnerships to their full extents. The only one that I truly see right now being used to its full extent is AAA, because you have that major storyline going down there, which I think we'll probably get into later, of Grande Americano and OG Grande Americano, which is one of the hottest storylines going on right now in wrestling. But I think that's the only partnership that's realistically working well. But when you think of the New Day, and all the things that they could have done, there's still a lot for them. So, I mean, it's just really disappointing that the New Day got released before we could have seen all of these different things for them.
Yeah, you can't let the New Day walk, bro. That's just ridiculous. I'm sorry.
And now it begs to, answer the question that where could they possibly end up? I mean, the one that you think off rip is literally AEW. I mean, AEW is probably going to go out and sign Motor City Machine Guns. And I think New Day would, be a perfect fit out there. The other company is obviously TNA. And I think those are the only two. I really don't think the New Day is going to sign to New Japan. I don't think so. I think the only two companies that are even worth talking about are AEW and TNA.
TNA.
So, and if they do sign with TNA, then they're still kind of under a WWE umbrella in a sense. So, I mean, and now, like I said, with these legend deals, basically, not saying that they're already scrapped, but there's a possibility somewhere down the line they do get scrapped. The New Day is probably going to move on with their up, down, down thing to themselves. Like, and good for them, because that's going to be a profit for just themselves. Like, they don't, nobody's going to be taking a percentage or nothing. It's the money's literally all for them. And that channel is actually very successful, by the way. But let me know, guys. I mean, are they going to AEW?
I want to go AEW, man.
Be honest,
like I said,
if Motor City Machine Guns goes to AEW, which we all think they go, I think the New Day should obviously as well go to AEW, because it's just the possibilities are endless down there. If those two teams go to AEW, I said it in Discord, and Ghost, you were there when I said it. Yes. AEW has a chance to build the greatest tag team division I think I've seen.
Hey, let's bring up Ant's comment. Look at Ant's comment. Bring up Ant's comment. All in, baby. All in 2027.
Oh, he said New Day.
Just
versus
knock that ladder match up.
All in 2027,
we
baby.
can literally do.
Come on.
Bro, if Tony Khan gets the hold of both of those tag teams, bro, that's all.
It's over, man. It's over.
That division is disgusting, man. Disgusting.
And as much as I don't fuck with FTR, they are doing some decent things. So yeah. Hey man,
my God, we need
AEW.
it. We need it.
Young Bucks versus that too. All the tag teams, all of
You know the
All
last Young Bucks and Motor City Machine Gun match we had.
where was
Generation
that,
Me.
Go ahead.
Generation Me Young Bucks. It was even the Young Bucks we had.
We gotta. Hey man, what's that 90 days is up? That could be one of their first matches. There you go.
We need another one. So I know I'm
also,
the TNA
by
guy.
the way, what we forgot to say, the New Day does have the 90-day bullshit.
Yeah, which is whack. Even though they mutually agreed to leave, it's whack as fuck.
It's what we do.
It's whack.
Hey,
But,
but it sets up perfectly for All In.
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess.
but and I wish WWE thought about things like that. They should use that more strategically, since they just be throwing it willy nilly whenever they want. I know I'm the TNA guy, and I should be over here saying, "Nah, we need all these teams to TNA," but I'm not gonna block a blessing. There's a chance for AEW to do something real special over there. I'm not gonna block that.
Yes, Kofi and Xavier have great runs at AEW, especially Xavier, because they underuse Xavier. in WWE.
Xavier in the
It's
C2,
crazy.
give it to me.
And that's what, like, that's.
And we already know about Kofi, so yeah.
That's
Austin
what I
Creed
think about it.
TNT title run. Hold on.
Hey
on.
man,
Hold on,
Hey, man.
you're cooking.
hey man, give it a shot. Why not? Give it a shot.
Would it be crazy if AEW tried to recreate Kofi Mania but with Kofi Kingston the AEW World Title?
We'll see. We'll see what they do. But right now, we gotta see where the AEW title's headed right now. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, at least it's not an MJF right now. That's a good thing.
does he now?
I mean, MJF doesn't have the title, so that's a win.
I did see that MJ
Yo, Lee.
post. That post was
Yo.
funny.
Watch out. Watch out, bro.
WWE gonna fumble the shit out of Fraxium, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I think they already did, low key.
Don't piss me off because everyone on
They
this
have.
street knows I was the biggest Fraxon Blazer here, and now
Hey, we know that, Ghost. We know that. That's why. That's
Whoa!
why I'm you here.
What?
Did he fucking
Oh, look who joined! Look who it is, huh?
just
Wait,
No
say
way.
wait.
Xavier
Spot.
don't-
Before he says.
Wait, don't
anything-
end the stream now. Don't end the stream now.
Wait,
Please don't end the stream.
Look at these guys go. Jay,
Yo,
they
Spot,
on your
does
ass.
he still
Find
have
the right
access?
button.
Does
Find
he
the
still
right
have
button.
access to end the stream?
He probably does.
Father
Draw.
duties have been
Draw.
calling
Can we
me.
please fire the draw?
Wow.
What the fuck? Father duties have been calling. Wrestle spot. Kiss my ass. Lee, you're a. I'm not even gonna say that on bad
A
talk.
cuck? I agree.
Whoa!
What the fuck, Jay?
Tommy, we will have that discussion for you picking fucking Josh Alexander. Fuck Josh Alexander.
No, we do need to have that discussion because I went and watched my YouTube videos and I think I made a mistake.
Interesting.
Bobby Roode
At least Tommy
clears.
admits his mistakes.
Bobby Roode clears that match merchant.
And then I
Rod, I don't got nothing against City, man.
MJ, I don't like that don't talk bad about Josh. All right?
Jacob,
That's
you
my
made me
that's my
that
nigga. He saved TNA. He was saving TNA.
Is
It
Jay
is
still
a-
running, by the way?
Hey,
Jokic.
Jay. So Jay,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Roman Reigns? Because we talked about that earlier, but let's get your thoughts.
If you want me to keep it a buck, all bias aside, they probably just trying to play with his contract. I'm not gonna do I seen some people saying like, oh, they probably didn't want to spoil the fucking backlash. That's cap as fuck. We all know TKO about selling tickets, bro. They gonna if they gonna go and advertise Roman and sell tickets, they're not gonna take them off just to fucking not spoil a main event. They don't give a fuck about that type of shit. I just think they're either playing with his bread, or they're just gonna announce the dates at a later time. I don't think that they're gonna rug pull entirely like that. And I also don't believe that Roman is gonna just completely go back on his word and allow them to make him look that fucking stupid and that hypocritical. I do believe that he will return on those June dates. I'm not gonna say that people are making a kerfuffle out of nothing, because I do think that's a pretty big deal for the world champion to announce that he's gonna be at these dates and then he just gets completely pulled. I do think it's a big deal. but I ultimately believe that this will all be over nothing. I do think Roman is still going to show up in June and shit.
All right.
There you have it.
So let's talk about something that we were kind of just going over, but the state of the WWE tag team division is currently in shambles. I'm gonna list off all of the current WWE tag teams
I'll be rating
that
them.
are in WWE.
This is
So
gonna be a short list.
I'll be rating them. Go ahead, Rod.
all right, here we go.
Sure.
List of current tag teams. Okay. Alpha Academy. They're barely seen on
Really
screen.
on TV?
They just made their on-screen return last night.
Jesus Christ.
No, you're thinking of American Made. Alpha Academy is
yeah.
the one with Tozawa and Otis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is American Made, but obviously now they're in AAA. I'm gonna gloss over the women's ones because I'm just
We already know how that is.
Okay. Fraxium,
Better situation.
you know,
Should be the face of the tag division right now, but you know.
had a tag team championship match against R-Truth and Damian Priest on Friday, but that's like literally their first match in who knows how long. What else? The Judgment Day. Rarely even
That's about to
do anything as a tag team.
that's about to
So that Los Americanos, they don't even wrestle as a tag team.
Oh, that's the Americanos, right?
Yeah.
The LOL.
Don't even wrestle as a tag team. Los Garzas, and they appear, I guess, every once in a while. They still have LWO listed, but that does not exist no more.
Yeah.
Whatever's left of the MFTs, Solo Sikoa, Talatonga, and Tamatonga, but I highly doubt they're going to be a
No,
tag team.
and they don't even tag. JD and Dom don't tag, bro. They're Dom's you know what Dom's doing.
The MFTs, I highly doubt they're even going to tag anymore.
No.
Let's see what else. Who else is here? Pretty Deadly, but one of them's hurt. So Ellen Prince, we don't even know when he's coming back, if he's ever coming back.
Yeah, because it was a pretty serious neck injury he got.
The Street Profits have just recently, made their return to TV, and they're on TV every week now, so that's good. The Usos,
In a special way, girl. Dun, 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 dun.
The Vision,
Tag team champ right now, actually.
the War Raiders, they're currently in AAA, so not even in main roster. Wepa Up, which is Damian Priest and R-Truth. And that's it. So if we're talking main roster, if we're just talking main roster, I will give you the number, the amount. All right, here we go. 1. I'm not gonna count American Made because they're just in AAA. So like, they don't really do anything on the main roster. So no. 1. Let's see. 2. No. 3. No. Nope.
Yeah.
4.
This is crazy.
5.
This is bad.
6.
They just need to unify the titles.
7.
Point, yeah, do it.
Yeah, so 7 main roster tag teams.
Sign up.
7
Wrap
that
it up.
appear on screen that
Yeah.
aren't just relegated to AAA.
That's
7.
so bad, bro. That's so
And
bad.
one of them is fucking washed.
Like 7 tag teams? That's it? You might as well just unify the titles at this point.
Do it again. You might as well.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
You don't have enough for 2 divisions anymore.
Might as well.
Yes, Jody, I said 7 tag teams.
On
That's
on
it.
the main roster that are actually appearing and actually
Yeah.
people can somewhat care about, even though the tag divisions,
That's so sad.
that's pathetic.
7 tag teams.
Triple H, you have 2 shows, remember?
I
tough to work with.
don't think he remembers Tommy.
And at the moment, you have to book what? Obviously, I'm including commercials, obviously, but what? 5 hours of TV at least? Yeah, man, what are you doing?
That is one of the.
You already know they're going to do like the on screen, like the adverts in the crowd. Like people advertising their shows and shit. Who's in the crowd?
evil, very nice, very evil, very nice.
That is
The
like
point
one of the-
is, that's too much TV
Yeah.
time and not enough tag teams.
that's one of the worst. And look, I said 7, but Alpha Academy doesn't even appear, so you can knock them off. That's 6.
Hey, man. Hey, like I gotta.
That's
like,
3 per show.
All I gotta say is Kiwi made a great point, man. 2010's tag teams, welcome back. We're about to get makeshift tag teams. Get ready for Miz and Kit Wilson, baby.
Like that's 6, dude. Like,
Oh man, we
I
enjoyed the
really
show.
don't like a whole form of wrestling. It
I'm
really feels like
I'm
TKO
enjoying
does
the
not
show,
like
guys.
tag team wrestling.
I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, you're enjoying the show.
This is the same guy, but like he's lost it. Like he doesn't. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like,
It doesn't feel right at all.
look, Vince always had a lot of bodies for the tag team division. Always had a lot of people. It like the tag team division, he didn't realistically care about it, but there was at least people he could throw into the tag division. Triple H has
That-
6 tag teams now. Like, there's not enough bodies to throw around.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Look
what
at
is
those
stopping?
numbers.
What is gonna stop them from like? What's stopping them now to unite Penta and
Look,
Ray? Please.
At this point, I don't even want to see it. What
Well,
tag
that's a
teams
good
are there
point,
for them? What tag teams are there are there for them to work with?
That's a good point. Yeah, you know what I'm. Hey man.
Like, there's no tag teams for them to work with. Absolutely. Like, if you want to like have them on AAA as a tag team, like just completely just as a tag team only on AAA, like not even make it canon to the main roster. I mean, that's fine because I think they'd be very successful in AAA. But in WWE, main roster, nah, I don't want to see them at all. I'm all right. I'm good. I don't want to see them. There's nothing for them to do. Penta's doing just fine right now. Like I know that Ray Phoenix isn't really getting much TV time, but
What tag teams are there on NXT?
so in NXT, these
Yeah,
are
Dark
tag
State,
Tank.
Vanity Project. What else?
So-
You got
Vanity
Hank and
Tussle.
Tank, Vanity.
You got what else? You got OTM, but
Oh,
the
the
Culling. I
You
think
got
one of
Dark-
them. I think one
Yeah,
of
You
them.
got you got Dark State.
You have the Culling, but they don't really tag
Yeah,
that
they don't
much.
tag team.
Birthright, and that's it. That's actually it.
Bro.
But the thing is, at least NXT only has to book 2 hours.
Yeah. They only have to book.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
only one
but-
time.
Yeah, but this dude just said bring up NXT tag teams. If you do that,
Oh, okay.
the roster's gonna be fucked again.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. There's not really any tag. I mean, they also are gonna start bringing up obviously Evolve tag teams. I'm pretty sure at some point. So
I don't watch Evolve, so I don't know.
I'm about to say, I only know what. Well, at this point, what? Starboy Charlie?
Hey,
That's the only one down there.
and look, I wouldn't be surprised with all of these because we are gonna segue this into NXT. I do want to talk about NXT a little bit.
We should.
I want to segue this now that we're talking about tag teams in NXT. I'm pretty sure that Evolve, I think I said it last week, is basically just gonna get canceled. Look, they're literally snagging everybody from Evolve. The Evolve roster is getting way smaller. They're putting everybody on NXT, and I think Evolve is just gonna be canned. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe they're actively like having people come in and I mean the WWE is a machine in terms of like how many people they bring in. So maybe they're actively bringing people in and stuff like that. So maybe they're able to keep Evolve. But in terms of NXT, I think NXT just what we just saw this past Tuesday. If you saw the episode, I think we just saw one of the most impressive episodes I think I've ever seen from
in a
NXT.
while, bro.
Impressive in the sense that almost a week ago we were talking about how all of these people have left, and there was a lot of talk about that NXT was in the mud. And I mean, I wasn't saying it, but there were some people up here, Ghostin specifically, that was basically doubting Shawn Michaels.
No.
And, so hey, no.
I
You were
didn't
doubting
doubt
Shawn.
Shawn Michaels. I said the men's division was fried. I did never doubt Shawn Michaels.
No. You were so that means you were doubting Shawn Michaels because of the
I never
men's-
doubted Shawn Michaels to make
No.
stars.
You were
It's
doubting
okay.
the men's
It's
division.
okay. I'm not gonna allow you to
Right.
switch up your words here. It's
No
okay.
one's switching up the
look,
words.
look,
I
look.
literally never
It's-
said
look, it's
Shawn
all right.
Michaels can't make stars. Okay.
I was right and you were wrong because I told you that the men's division was going to get revived. I told you because this is
You're
what
right
he
about
does. This is what he does. He's fucking like that. I need you to accept that he's fucking like that.
We already know Shawn Michaels can make stars. No one
Yes,
said he can't do
exactly. And now,
that. That doesn't change the fact the roster was still fried before last week's episode.
No.
See,
You know
you're,
what?
Go. You're
No,
always
no.
looking into the past. Start looking
No.
into the
I
future.
literally am
and staying
looking.
present.
Lee, I watch NXT more than most of these fuckers. What are we talking
Like,
about?
No, but you're always. Oh, the men's division was ass. They're reviving it now. You going back to the
Yes,
it was ass.
Yeah, because Ron sticks and trying to switch up my words. No, I still agree. Back in the past, it was ass. Now it's good again. Finally, congratulations. Thank God.
Look, you can keep doubting, whatever. I don't care. Look, NXT had a really impressive episode, showcasing a lot of new talent. Tristan Angels being one. We've seen Dorian Van Dux. We didn't get to see him this past week, but he has been somebody that has been a part of the NXT product for a little while now. He's a really good wrestler as well. We got somebody that literally showed up out the woodworks this past week, which I'll be honest, man, like when he basically showed up, we thought he was a fan because that's kind of what they told us. Until the internet did its thing and found out who this guy really was, and to only found out that his name is Will Cruz and he's one of the most talented individuals on the indie scene. So shout out to Uncle Allen, AJ Styles for scouting. Look, if there's one good thing that's gonna come out of AJ Styles being a talent scouter, is the fact that he goes into literally into the woodworks, into the weeds, and he finds actual talented indie wrestlers. And to think that he's gonna stop here, no. I think they're gonna continue their NIL program and all that stuff. But I can definitely see guys like William Regal, who's also still a talent scouter, and AJ Styles both working together to really find some of the best indie talent there is to offer in the world. We're gonna get a whole new crop of talent over the next couple of months that people are gonna be watching NXT to see if these guys can actually deliver. And a guy like Will Cruz looks like nobody else. He's literally so different.
In the comment,
he's literally so different from everybody else to the point that it's exciting to watch what he's gonna do. We don't know what his name is gonna be. They haven't announced his name. Somebody else, Lizzie Rain, formerly known as Rain Leverkusen on the Indies. She's another one. Obviously, Sean Legacy returned this past week. We have EK Prosper as well. NXT
I was impressed with him from what I've seen of him. I was really impressed with him.
NXT is shaping up to be one of the better shows. And obviously, look, you have to look at NXT through a different lens. They're a developmental brand, okay? They're not viewed as a third brand. Neither do they market themselves as a third brand. They view themselves as developmental. And I think when you watch NXT, they do try a lot of different things. A lot of things that maybe you might not like, a lot of things that you might like. And I think that's the fun part about it because they try to throw things at the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks, and if it doesn't, well, guess what? We'll just go back to the drawing board and we'll try something else. No, don't worry. I was getting there. Don't worry. I did not forget about Evil, but he's unfortunately not a new talent. I mean, he's 40 years old. I'm talking about some of the new talent. People who are like really young and could potentially blossom. But speaking of Evil, we did get the debut of Evil this past week on NXT, and I'm very excited because I think he's a very interesting character. His wrestling isn't the greatest, but I think there's a way in which the WWE can use him, and I think they can use him really well because they do tend to hide a lot of people's like bad things. So, I think there is a world where Evil does become pretty successful in NXT, and people do view him as a really good talent. But let me know what y'all think of NXT this past week, and what is your view of the future of NXT?
Alright,
Thank
can I go first?
God. Yes, hurry up, Lee.
Go.
I think the future of NXT is in good hands. I think from what we saw this past Tuesday, Tristan Angels,
Carrie is crazy.
Borean Bat, whatever his name is.
Damn, Ken, you got carried? Anyway.
Yo,
Carrie is crazy.
Enigma, I know you're not going for that in the comments here, bro.
Carrie is crazy. What the fuck?
Shit, bro.
Damn, Ken, you got
Bro,
carried to the
no,
match.
that was a hell of a rage bait right there, man. Holy
Yo,
shit.
man.
Carrie is crazy.
Oh my god.
But from what we saw, of Tristan Angels, I know we didn't see him wrestle, but character-wise and what he can say, I think he's got a good future, especially what he said on Twitter afterwards. Top lad. You can tell he's from the UK.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But, hey, come on, he called himself a top shagger. So,
God.
that already puts him up. Will Cruz, bright future. I've seen have I seen a video of him doing a Spanish fly? I think
Yeah, man.
Yeah. He's been
if
doing
he can do
crazy
shit like that, he's gonna do well in WWE. I can tell.
And he knows ball, man.
I'm
How
gonna
does
say
he know ball?
this about Evil because I
Oh,
think
man.
this is so
He
funny.
said what was his favorite? It was some New Japan legend. I forgot his fucking name already.
Masawa.
Yeah, there we go. ball.
Lizzie Rain,
Great woman.
a great debut for her. That match was
Crazy
good.
finisher. Oh my God.
The one thing I'm noticing about all these these debuts was they were all English.
You should be happy, fucker.
They're English, not Scottish.
Anyway.
They get a little bit. The three of them get taxed a little bit, But there's
better
they're all.
than German.
Hold on. But they're all still very incredible wrestlers, and they all have bright futures. And then, you got Evil. You got Evil popping up. One thing I was surprised at with him was they mentioned his accolades in New Japan.
As they should.
I was very surprised that they mentioned that he was a former IWGP champion.
I
Wow.
think it's hilarious.
WWE they've been recognizing the.
I've
Japanese
never seen it. I
comedians.
can't remember the last time I seen it.
Watch
They bring
out.
it up. They bring it up. They literally did it for.
They've
Cena's
done it for. They've done
They
it
did it for
Lesnar.
Cena's introduction at Crown Jewel over
They
AJ.
did. They've done-
Come on, Jay. You gotta remember. I've got a short memory.
they've done it for Lesnar too as
Get better
well.
memory, fucker.
But they've been recognizing Japanese promotions for a while now.
I just never
Remember we
noticed
called
it.
AJ Styles the Bullet Club leader on PLE.
Oh yeah, Cena approved Will Cruz, man. Come on now.
But what I'm gonna say this, real quick, Tristan Angels, man, the charisma was oozing through the camera. I felt it.
Hey, he's a top shagger for a reason.
I think he's gonna be. I like him. He's gonna be something. On just terms of just pure looks and straight in-ring work, because I haven't heard any character from him. Was Dorian Van Dyke? I think his name is, right, Rod? So I'm
Van
Yeah,
Dyke,
I couldn't
Van
say his
Ducks.
name either.
Dorian
Right.
Van Ducks.
just from his look,
Ducks,
though,
man.
you can't. I mean, you don't fuck it up. So I think again, the NXT roster it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, like it always is. It's always gonna be all right. They're always gonna reload. But as far as Evil goes, I find it funny, really, really funny how the New Japan fan base and the WWE fan base are two completely different fan bases. Because if you ask any, standard New Japan fan or anything like that follows the product, they will tell you Evil drove them fucking insane. And it's just so funny when he debuted. Because again, WWE fans, they don't watch New Japan, obviously, so they don't really know that part. They just know, like, oh, nah, this guy's legit. He won the IWGP Championship. I know that belt. Oh, nah, this guy's got to be legit. So it's just funny seeing the two kind of go back and forth about it. It's hilarious. It's funny. Because I was trolling when Evil debuted. But everyone's happy about it. So you know what? Let's go, Evil. I'm cheering for you, man. I'm cheering for you.
It sounds like it's kind of like the Jericho thing right now, where a lot of the AEW fans hate Jericho, but WWE fans are so excited to have him back.
Yeah, literally, bro. Literally, it's so funny. It's so funny. I love it.
What did you think of Evil's presentation? Because I thought it was pretty cool. We actually don't even know his name yet.
He's gonna be called Good.
Sinister,
Fucking
mean.
Angry.
what the fuck are these names?
Nah, these are great names, bro.
No.
Nah, the presentation.
Wait.
I
To match
thought
him
was-
up with Danhausen, they're gonna call him very nice.
What the fuck? Let's Strawhouse though. Let's just make Strawhouse.
As far as the presentation, though, Rod, I thought the presentation was actually really, really good. Granted, I know they're not going to call him evil, but like, if he were named evil, that's kind of how that's what I picture. I picture that presentation. And again, the way when they did it in front of Tony D'Angelo, confronting him, he's a big deal, he's a big deal. So, and he's going to get treated like it. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see.
Question: on paper, what do y'all think that match would look like?
What, Evil and Tony D'Angelo?
He was not bad in ring. He's not bad in ring.
It'd be a very slow paced match, to be honest. They both don't work the fastest style. I think it'd be very slow paced. I'd say like maybe like a 3.5. I would say that I think they could. I don't think they'll push a 4-star, but
I'm interested because that's the one I've never even like considered. So I wonder how they work.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that. Because D'Angelo, I feel like, has a very, and like you said, it's a slower pace, but I feel like it's very technical sounded, powerful moves. So we'll see. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, the NXT, them being in NXT is definitely gonna raise its floor. The NXT, the crowd, they pop big for like big moments of shit. All they gotta do is Tony gonna hit that big ass spine buster. Evil gonna do whatever his signatures and shit is. As long as they don't fuck up during the match, it's gonna be like an easy 3.5, I believe.
Yeah, I think.
But I agree with Rod. It's gonna be slow pace. Tony D, he works very well to his opponent's standards. That's why his matches with Ober were good, and that's why some of his other matches have been, as of late. I think Tony definitely did some of his peaking a few years ago with the family. I think he still has an opportunity to turn it up, and I think he's been doing decent. But I think that Evil and Tony match is going to be very funny.
Oh boy,
always gonna look funny on paper.
NXT, man. Sean, good shit. You got the roster back. I still stand by my point up on the past of it being ass, but we got Will Cruz.
See, it's the past. You're talking about the past.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about right now. Yo, Keanu Jasper, you can leave now. I don't know why you're still here. You can leave now.
There's room for improvement with them, Ghost.
Sign.
People can improve, man.
That's Tommy. It's like what we've been telling them. NXT is where people develop.
And you already have a nigga like Keanu Carver, Jasper Troy who's better, and he just debuted. We're good, bro. We're good, man.
Ghost, you're just not seeing the vision. You're just not seeing the vision yet.
You know what, Lee? You're right, and I don't think I'll ever see that vision. I think I'm good, bro. But yeah, Lizzie Rain, I'm excited for her. NXT, thank God it's back. But apparently, I'm a first-time NXT watcher. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like we're also headed for the breakup of Dark State. Seems like Saquon Sugars and Dion Lennox seem to be primed to be headed into a potential singles run. Which I think is really good because I think both of them could definitely be inserted into the main event scene. I don't think Saquon Sugars is leaving NXT anytime soon. I think there's a real possibility where we're still looking 2 years from now and he's still in NXT. And also because I think his age also allows for him to stay in NXT a little bit longer than most people. And I think there's still room for him to grow. Obviously, only the last year we've seen him with Dark State, but there is a side of him that we have yet to see, and that's kind of like him being a singles wrestler, which I think he's really talented. He's really charismatic, really great wrestler. And I think there's a lot for him to do just as a single star, and I think we're going to see that. Dion Lennox has been one of the most impressive people to have been showcased here in NXT over the last year. I think he's had a lot of growing up in the sense of like a character, in the sense of being a wrestler. And I'm very excited to see what his progression looks like a year from now, 2 years from now, when they're trying to build a brand on either his back or Saquon Sugar's back. But nonetheless, we know that those two guys are going to be primed to be put in a position where they're going to be possibly two or three of the top, however many guys in NXT. So they're definitely going to be featured as some of the top guys.
Take the leash off Saquon and Dion, please, bro. Get them out of Dark State. Those other two niggas suck, bro. Please.
So, how do you feel about that, Tommy? Dion and...
I can see it. I think I'm gonna be honest, Ghost. I think Dion was one of the guys that he benefited from being in Dark State. Him not being shoved as a singles guy right off the bat, I think he needed it. Again, not too sure about Saquon.
Yeah, okay, look, yeah, he's benefited from now, but like now it's time to get the leash off, bro. We gotta have more single stars
Well,
in
yeah.
NXT, please.
They're already
the
starting to tell that story too, of the dissension of Dark State,
Great,
so.
please take the leash off both of them, please. It's time.
But I think I can definitely see those two guys as being close to the top of the brand.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Give Saquon the Javon push. You promise him, and I promise you everything will be okay. I'm being so dead ass. I promise you everything will be okay.
I mean, like Sean told Javon, this is supposed to be your year, bro. But they want
All right,
you
we
now.
can make it Saquon's here, man. You
They
know.
want you now, man. We gotta bring you up, bro.
But yeah, guys, NXT's back. I'm actually, great.
But I'm not mad at that, Ghost. Whatever you have planned for Javon, just
Literally give it to
wherever the
Saquon.
Dark State story ends, just pick that up of what you have Javon doing at that point and have Saquon do it. I'm so cool with that.
The women's
Apparently,
division,
there's more
obviously-
names, right?
Yeah, there's
more
more.
names
They're
coming,
not.
too.
They're not done.
Our
So
boy Charlie, come on up, buddy. Come
So
on up.
apparently, they're
Tommy's
bringing
a
back
Starboy
the.
fan? Oh,
His hair is great.
Apparently,
Great.
they're bringing back the breakout challenge, which we haven't seen, I believe, since
Perfect
Obafemi
time to
won
do
it
so.
last. And so what I believe is that the rest of the people that they're trying to bring up, I think they're gonna debut them in the breakout challenge. Quick predictions.
I already got
Who do
mine.
we think? Who do
Will
we
Cruz
think
and Lizzie Rain.
is gonna win? Is gonna win the
Will
breakout
Cruz and
challenge?
Lizzie Rain. You already got your two winners, man. Come on,
I hate
now.
to. You know what's annoying? I hate to agree with Ghost, bro. I really do.
Why?
But
You
God
love agreeing
damn it,
with me.
Those two. Until I see obviously what else they have in store. Those two to me.
Who would
seem
want to
like
agree with me? I'm such a nice
the
guy.
most.
All right,
The most
all right.
brave.
Let me be the odd one out here.
Oh, brother.
I agree with Lizzie Rain,
Okay.
but
I
trust in
would-
angels, man. I got trust in angels.
I'm not mad at that one either, though. Not mad. Not mad at that one either.
Or Keanu. Nah, let me stop.
Yo, watch out.
Jackson
Nigga
Drake
blows.
Would make
That's
sense
great.
just in terms of how long he's been there, I guess. If you count
mean-
the other two names we just said, he has been there the longest. But outside
I
of
mean,
that,
hey, look. Jackson Drake is cool and all.
He's
But
an in-ring worker.
he knocked Keanu Carver.
Spot and Jay, who do you guys have winning the breakout challenge if they do decide to bring it back?
I honestly, I think that they're really high on Shiloh Hill right now, so I'm gonna have to go with
Oh.
Shiloh.
that's another name.
Oh, I completely forgot about him.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's.
And
he's-
how about on
he's a
the
great wrestler.
women's side?
On the women's side,
So there's this girl called Lizzie.
so all three of Fatal Influence, like they're all done with NXT.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
they're all done. They're all done.
Can I have a guess? You were gonna say Laney.
Yeah, I was gonna say Laney.
I think I already know the name that I have in mind for the women.
To keep
Trying to
it,
think of something different.
to be honest, I dead ass don't have an answer.
That's a
I would
woman
have to
named
look. I would have to look at the names of options.
So I'm gonna go with. I'm actually gonna go with Jackson Drake, and I'm gonna go with Kendall Gray.
Here we go.
Yeah, see,
I
I didn't
think-
even
I
think
think
I didn't know if she
I-
would be in here or not. Yeah.
She hasn't been in NXT for that long, and I think if not Kendall Gray, then I think Callie Armstrong's gonna have a
Wait.
really legitimate shot of winning.
About people who haven't gotten chances in NXT yet.
So Callie, I think.
Yeah, Callie
No, I
hasn't
don't think
received.
Callie
I think
would.
Callie would probably be the betting favorite to probably win it.
Yeah,
I think
no,
Callie-
like, isn't the tournament in general for people who have never gotten opportunities in NXT and they're like up and coming? Kendall Gray, I feel like she's kind of established on.
That was the only reason why I didn't really think about her because I'm like,
Yeah, that's what.
at
Yeah.
what point are you
But-
above the breakout tournament? You know, at what point
I-
in the
I-
next are
well,
you above the?
I
But
feel
you
like
gotta
she's
look at-
kind of she's kind of in the middle. Like she could be a part of it, but she also could not be. But I think
Alright.
Callie Armstrong is definitely somebody
Yeah, I
who's
think
going to
that's
be in
fair.
it, and I
Yeah.
think she's going to win.
I'll say this about Kendall Gray, Rod. The reason that I don't think she's in it, Iron Survivor winner.
Yeah, that might be it.
That too.
Well, shit.
So I think Callie Armstrong is probably, I would say, the betting favorite. I think it'll probably be her and probably Lizzie Rain maybe in the finals, and I think Callie Armstrong will probably end up winning. So Look, I mean, I don't know who. Maybe somebody else comes out of the woodworks. You know, so one of the other people that they announce is just really popular and really, really good, and maybe they give it to them. Who knows? I'm just going off based off the people that we've seen so far. So, but I think that's a really nice step for NXT to get to showcase some of the talent. They are really going to bring back the Breakout Challenge, get to showcase some new people and really put them, you know, give them the spotlight to really show the NXT crowd what they can do. So, moving on, we're going to talk about another portion of WWE that's actually better than the main roster, and that is AAA. So every Saturday, AAA obviously has their show go live at 10 p.m. Eastern over on YouTube. It's pretty accessible to watch. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. It's becoming one of the hottest shows currently in all of professional wrestling. Last night they delivered a show, and by the way, this show is only an hour long. Sometimes
on YouTube.
Yeah, I already said that, Lee.
Oh.
Sometimes you'll get 2 matches, sometimes you'll get 3 matches. Really just depends. Last night they gave us 2 matches, and both of those matches were absolutely phenomenal. You had Mini Vikingo defeating El Hijo de Vikingo, and you had Rey Fenix defeating Laredo Kid. Obviously, if you don't know what the story of going on in Mini Vikingo and El Hijo de Vikingo, it started way back. Otis kind of put Mini Vikingo on the shelf. He tried to basically stick his nose in business that he wasn't supposed to be in. And yeah, so they're kind of having a little feud. And then Rey Fenix and Laredo Kid. It's basically just a feud of Laredo Kid believes that Rey Fenix is being left behind, which is realistically true. Like, Penta's doing way better than him. And so Rey Fenix is trying to prove himself to Laredo Kid. And so last night, Rey Fenix did prove himself. He beat Laredo Kid, so I'm pretty sure now he's going to challenge for the AAA Cruiserweight title. The biggest story coming out of this whole show, actually, before I get to that, another story is in the tag division where you have the War Raiders actually, they're kind of causing conflict within Psycho Clown, Pagano, and Murder. Murder is a character in AAA.
I was gonna say that sounded like a tag team name.
Yeah, he's a part of. He's a part of. They have like a trios. They have like a faction going on, and so basically, the War Raiders, they're basically causing so that there's an implosion inside of this faction that is between all 3 of them, and basically it's being framed as Pagano is the one who's basically, so there's been some attacks that have been going on. Psycho Clown got attacked, Murder got attacked, and basically is being framed as Pagano basically attacked those guys, which we're about to find out if that's true or not. I think the War Raiders are going to take the tag titles off them. I really do think so, but it's a really interesting story. And then we get to the big one. The biggest story isn't even for the AAA World title. It's not. It's actually the AAA World title has not been seen in a little while. Dominic Mysterio realistically has no competition right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Penta's trying to come after the title, if I remember correctly. But right now, the biggest story is between LOG Grande Americano and Grande Americano, which is obviously known as Ludwig Kaiser. So you got Chad Gable, Ludwig Kaiser. By the way, we haven't seen Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser in like over 400 days. Why haven't they gotten released? Why haven't they gotten released?
They need to go to work.
This fucking
they're worse than Jay, bro. Isn't that crazy?
Bro,
What the fuck? Hold up. But I just wanted to
No, is he wrong though?
Yes, please. But Ron, I just wanted to interject real quick. I just wanted to say, it's so crazy, and for all of WWE's faults, they do a lot of shit wrong. But a lot of people thought that AAA would be dead in the water when WWE acquired it. But if you ask me, they've done nothing but give AAA justice. AAA is now the best wrestling show weekly on television, YouTube, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's the best weekly wrestling show, point blank. They're cooking. It's some new shit every week. Undertaker is truly doing AAA justice. For all the people that thought AAA was just going to be dead, they're going to say fuck AAA, they're going to degrade it, they're going to spit on AAA. What do y'all deadass have to say? I wonder if those people are really watching AAA and be like, "Damn, bro, I really didn't know what the fuck I was talking about." It's crazy to me. WWE does a lot of shit wrong, but they've done their thing with AAA.
I think the most impressive part about it is not just the fact that it's been successful creatively wise. I think the most impressive part is the fact that they respect the Mexican culture still. The Lucha Libre culture, like they haven't shied away from showing respect to that. And they still keep AAA as a pure Lucha Libre show. Like it's not like they haven't overrun it and completely changed the dynamics of AAA. They've just mixed in main roster talent to kind of help these other talents who have been in AAA for a long time to actually get exposure and actually feel like they're worth something. And it's crazy to say because I'm not gonna sit here and say that these people were worth nothing before WWE stepped in, but you can't argue that they're not worth more now because they are. People are caring about them a lot more now. And I think a lot of that is a testament to the talent that they've brought over. I know, look, AAA is just they're on fire right now, and I think a lot of people are also talking about the debut of La Catalina, who she was obviously on CMLL, one of the more talented Lucha Libre women's wrestlers, and spoiler alert, but she's about to enter a feud with Bailey. So, really interesting. And that's something that I think that match is actually going to get made official for the May 30th show, which is also the show that is going to feature the mass versus mass match. And that's the headliner. It's not even the world title. Like Dominic isn't even defending the title. They've completely and not to discredit the AAA world title, because I think they've done a really good job with that title. Dom has obviously done a great job. But your main story being something that a lot of people realistically didn't care about even to begin with, the Americanos, and they upped the ante last night because, Grande Americano's actual girlfriend, Ludwig Kaiser's actual girlfriend, they basically have like an on-screen relationship as well, also in kayfabe, and basically OG Grande Americano basically was like, well, now you got to fight for her because she's banned. She can't return back to AAA.
Like what type of and Rod? That's exactly what you were talking about. How WWE is not shying away from the Mexican culture, because this type of shit only gets booked in Mexican promotions, bro. What the fuck do you mean the nigga whole wife got fucking fired? And like, what the fuck, bro? This is the type of shit. And that's not the only goofy shit that AAA still does. They still have their crazy, wacky gimmicks. Like, some of the violence is toned down in some of their like more hardcore matches, but at the end of the day, bro, that's still AAA through and through. They still got all the wackiness. The crowd still pops for what for lack of better terms, for what the Mexican people love. They're really doing them justice, bro.
The other thing is Grande Americano, he basically has his back to the wall, because if he loses, not only does he lose his mask, but his girlfriend can never come back. She's like done. And to even add more gasoline, now the Creed brothers have actually shown up and attacked Grande Americano, which actually bodes well for future booking, because if Chad Gable loses, which I think he will, you can still basically have you can still have Chad Gable and the Creed brothers actually show up in AAA, especially because we know the Creed brothers are actually going to show up, and they're gonna try to pull some shit in the match, and they're gonna see that they're aligned with OG Grande Americano, which to the masses, in kayfabe, they don't know that it's Chad Gable. And then when he takes off the mask, they're gonna be like, wait a damn minute, that's Chad Gable. He was aligned with the Creed brothers. Now it makes sense why the Creed brothers are actually aligned with OG Grande Americano. So, because in kayfabe, they're not supposed to know that he's Chad Gable. But that's one of the more interesting things. And I think, on a side note, one of the other interesting things is that they're trying to find a general manager. And one of the more interesting storylines that's going on is JBL campaigning himself to be the general manager of AAA. And if you know the context behind why it's so hilarious that JBL would even be considered as a as the general manager for AAA. If you know, you know. I mean, this is the guy who back when he was feuding with Eddie Guerrero, basically went to the border to deport Mexicans. I mean, this is the guy who consistently has, in kayfabe, trashed the Mexican culture. And now the fact that not only is he a commentator, but now he's campaigning to be the general manager is absolutely one of the most hilarious side story things there is to AAA right now. It's one of the most exciting things going on right now. They deliver crazy good matches on a week-to-week basis, and I think they're absolutely – I think everybody should watch AAA. I think it's something that a lot of people should tap into and really dive their feet into and see if they like it or not, because I think it's one of the more captivating shows there is on the market right now. So
I agree 100%.
But yeah, that's AAA. Jay, I know you watch it, so do you want to say anything else?
I just want to say I'm standing by my point. AAA is the best weekly wrestling show, and if JBL was to be the general manager, that would just add to the wackiness, and that would be an on-screen authority figure that I would love to see. He doesn't even have to get physical, maybe just get comeuppance every now and then, but that shit would be so hilarious. Honestly, I hate to keep bringing this up, but 2023 NXT, that was the last time on a wrestling show where I felt like dead ass anything can happen. And I honestly think that 2026, the end of 2025 and 2026 AAA, this shit might be better than NXT during that time period, bro.
This shit is crazy, bro.
When I think about all this shit that happens, Mini Vikingo did a move that I've never seen in my 25 years of living. Like,
did a fucking corkscrew.
Mini Vikingo might be.
Yeah, nah, he's and the crazy part is he's not even 18.
Mini Vikingo, I see you, brother.
So
wait, real quick, let's put this in perspective. There's a mask versus mask match where 99.9% of people know who's under the mask, and people are still hyped to see this. That's great work on booking, man.
That's
fantastic work. And I'm so glad that WWE didn't do what I thought they were going to obviously do and put this on WrestleMania. This is not a WrestleMania match.
We don't deserve it.
Like, yes, in terms of how big it is a WrestleMania match, but this is not a match that belongs on WrestleMania. This is a match that belongs in that AAA arena with those AAA fans. The sirens are going to be blaring. The sirens are going to be blaring. The people are going to be screaming. Women are going to be screaming. Children are going to be crying. This is a match that needs to be in that vibe and in that arena.
The crazy part is the match is actually going to cook too. Like the match is actually going to be really good.
Yeah, let's not forget who's under the mask.
Yeah. Like I really think these guys are actually about to go so crazy. Yeah. It could honestly live up to be one of the best matches of the year in all of professional wrestling. I'll be honest. Like it's gonna be something that it's gonna be something that man, I think it's gonna be really captivating. And if it gets pushed like enough, like publicity wise, I think a lot of people are gonna start watching AAA.
I can see it. I can see it.
And a Spot and Jay. You know what I gotta say, man. Viva La Bradshaw, man.
If he actually becomes GM, I might have to watch so much more.
Let's go.
El Presidente, man.
Yo, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull this up. Hold on. Yo,
pull up his tweet.
We're gonna pull up his campaign, how he's campaigning. Hold on.
He's like fully committed to it as well, which is what I like.
He said something about keeping all the Oklahoma people out or something like that.
The Okies. The Okies, man. All right, here we go. I'm gonna share my screen. So that way everybody can see his campaign. All right, here we go. All right. So let's see, where's it at? Oh, look at this. JBL Day. Yo, what a guy.
What the fuck?
Yo, what a guy. JBL Day, May 5th.
Look at what he crossed off.
Yo, mark
bro
your
is
calendars.
taking Cinco de Mayo. No fucking way.
Mark your calendars. JBL Day, Cinco de Mayo.
Bro,
Mark your calendars.
I want him to become GM, bro. That'd be great.
He's
Here we
going
go,
to be.
hold on.
He's going to be GM. The way
Here
he's
we go, hold
campaigning
on.
goes.
Look, listen to this. When I become GM of AAA, I'm going to make the world better. I will. Number 1, build a wall to keep the Okies out.
Nice.
Make it legal to hit leprechauns with trash cans or anything else you can grab and throw.
Wow.
Make Ron Simmons
A
head of the
callback to a
treasury.
I fuck with that one.
He'll do anything to bring up Farouk, bro.
And then make cerveza free, which is also beer. Make beer free.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Okay. I support this.
And then, oh my God, I mean,
Hey,
look at
Leo,
this
man.
promotional graphic here. Hold on. Let's
Yes,
take a look. Look at this. Mexico's greatest hero. We love JBL. Wait, hold on.
Is that the JBL?
Why is he using the JBL logo like the one of the speaker brand?
He didn't specify correctly to AI.
Wait, why is he using the actual brand JBL? What the fuck is wrong?
He wasn't specific enough in AI. Yeah, he wasn't specific enough.
Yo, this is like when the AEW title appeared on WWE TV.
Wait. What does this say? JBL. What? What does that say? Hold on.
JBL's Mexico's greatest hero.
No. There's JBL rat. I don't know what that says. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what that says. Moving on.
Mexico's greatest hero.
He's look. What's your stance on tequila? Free with cerveza.
Hey!
Yo, he's a great guy. Here, let's keep going. There's more. Look at this. Having beers with Pancho Villa back in the day. Have always been a technico in Mexico. A beloved person, some say. Look at this. Viva la Bradshaw. Viva la Bradshaw. Look at him. This is a real photo, guys.
Oh, we know his beer, Jock. We know his beer.
This is a real photo.
Drink beer, Magic.
This guy is for the Mexican people. Come on now. Look, come on.
Nah, that screams. Yeah, no, I like it. He's
What the fuck is this?
He's the manager. He's the manager.
Viva la Bradshaw.
This is the guy that's running day-to-day stuff at AAA. This is him.
Viva la Bradshaw. Yo, could you imagine JBL, GM, Undertaker, Booker? I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Shawn Michaels and Robert Stone are in trouble. They're in trouble.
Mexico needs him, and they love him. Viva la Bradshaw, man. Let me see. I think he did another campaign. Hold on. Or maybe that was it. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I mean,
He got my vote. He
got mine.
The second he said free beer, he had my vote.
Spot, does he have your vote?
Yeah, right there.
Who else is running?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Viva la Bradshaw.
Jack, it comes on Saturdays.
Saturdays, 10 p.m. Eastern.
So, Jock, it'd be 9 p.m. your time. It's on YouTube.
Yes, 9 p.m. your time.
So, Viva la Bradshaw. Spot, you have to give us your answer, man. Who you voting for? Bradshaw?
Well, it's gonna be yes, but who else is running? Out of curiosity.
Well, I actually don't know, but it doesn't matter. Bradshaw.
That's how bad JBL throwing him out. It's not even close. We don't even think about the other person.
Exactly.
Nah, they really, if they wanted to make this more legendary, they really need to add something to like run against him.
He was actually actively campaigning last night on commentary too. He was actively campaigning last night.
Bro's committed to the bit.
That's how funny it is. All right, moving on. We're gonna talk about a couple more things. The first thing, the next thing that I do want to talk about, this one I'm a little concerned about because I think from what we've also heard, with AI and stuff being used, I'm a little concerned about this one in specific. Obafemi this past Monday came out and said that he's gonna start an open challenge. And I don't know how to quite feel about it. I'm concerned because I don't want them reverting back to him just squashing people, like people that don't matter. We've already seen that happen. And I quite frankly don't want to see that. I think WWE would be better fit using Obafemi in a way where he's going up against talent that matter. And obviously, I would say Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins is unfortunately occupied by Bronson Reed right now. I think if this person wasn't hurt, I think this would be a great role for this person. But Obafemi feuding with Sheamus would have been something that I think I would have loved to see. Like to actually, because Obafemi just beat Brock Lesnar. Okay, we need to keep that momentum going. Him beating higher end talent, not fucking squashing bums, people who don't appear on TV, local talent. Like, I don't need to see that. I need to see legitimate talent being beat by Obafemi. So what do y'all think about that?
I completely agree.
As,
I think you're
as
right.
long as the open challenges is actually matches, then I'm fine with it.
Well, the thing is not that they're actual matches, bro. They're gonna be squash matches. He's gonna be facing people that like don't matter. Like Grayson Waller, like come on, man. Like dude's gonna, like what next week? Kira Tozawa's gonna come out. I want to see that shit.
They're probably
we
gonna
do.
And this is why a guy like Sheamus would work, because so much so like Bronson Reed, who Braun Strowman was actually the one who the first person who actually made Bronson Reed stand out. I think Sheamus could do a lot of the same things for Obafemi. I'm actually pretty bummed out at the fact that damn, where's the back out he's coming from?
Hey, bro.
Do y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yo, Jay.
What the hell? It is Jay. Yeah, it was Jay. I forgot what I was saying. Kind of like how, Braun Strowman was being used to make Bronson Reed look good. I think Sheamus would fit in that same place, of making Obafemi look really good. And unfortunately, there just really isn't somebody out there right now that can really do that for him. I would also love to see him if I were okay on the because obviously I think at some point he's gonna face Roman Reigns. I think his final feud before he faces Roman Reigns should be CM Punk. And I say that because CM Punk is one of the most he's actually one of the most talented individuals in wrestling. But I also think it's the biggest challenge to Obafemi getting to the World Heavyweight title. Because if you look at it from a kayfabe perspective, if Obafemi were to beat CM Punk, that's a guy who gave Roman Reigns all he can give him, right? He still lost, but Obafemi beating CM Punk puts him, I believe, really close to being a world champion.
Not only that, but in kayfabe, CM Punk is the most accomplished wrestler on the Raw roster right now.
Yeah, so I think that would also do a lot of wonders for Obafemi. So it's basically, I don't want to say it's a tune-up match, but it's like the match to basically get him ready to take the title off Roman Reigns if they decide to go the route of him taking the title off Roman Reigns. I think it'd benefit him the most. He goes on a couple of months where he faces a lot of top end talent. Another one that I would come up with as well is Kevin Owens. And unfortunately he's hurt, but I think WWE is going to have to find a way to work around that. Maybe that's probably why they're going to be doing open challenges, because they're waiting for some of these other stories to finish up so Obafemi can start going up against higher end talent. I was going to say Gunther, but unfortunately Gunther is now over on SmackDown now. Rusev and Oba, this is one that I was actually going to talk about because I'm very bummed out that they had a story earlier this year and it finished up only in a couple of weeks, and Rusev basically got squashed by Obafemi. I thought that they were going to do a long-standing story. I think you could still do it, though. So I think that's what they should get to. I think Rusev also putting on his working boots to make Obafemi look really good. I think that's something that they should do.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. You mentioned the story that they started with Rusev and Oba. I was surprised that they didn't do the Rusev and Sheamus thing. Just have them fight them. But it's whatever. But you said, I do agree with you. They're waiting. They're waiting for these stories to get up. Maybe they're waiting on I saw someone say Bronson Reed. I mean, that would make sense because he is the last one to beat Roman. I mean, him going Oba and him going at it. I mean, that would be nice. But I think that is waiting. Just waiting.
Yeah, I don't want to see Obafemi just squash people and it's basically meaningless matches, dude. Like, I don't want to see him do that. If we're actually gonna put the rocket to him, if we're gonna strap the rocket to him, I think we need to do it the right way by him actually facing talent that actually matter.
Agreed. Man, give me Oba and Omos.
That would also not be that bad.
I think I definitely would, just like Rod said earlier. I mean, Braun Strowman's body is unfortunately like that shit is cooked, but he definitely needs to face these bigger guys in order to really show that he's a formidable opponent, and especially the smaller guys that have shown they can compete on that championship level. For example, even though Finn's stock is obviously lowered and risen, but someone like Finn Balor would be good for Oba to face. People like obviously the War Raiders, Otis in a serious match. Like, these are people that Oba needs to face in order to raise his stock. Like, yes, he did beat Brock Lesnar, and that win is going to carry him for a large portion of his career. But we all know that Oba can go in that ring, so he needs to be able to show us more. Well, they need to let him show us more. He's giving us everything he can. They need to let him show us more.
Lee, you got anything to say?
I agree with you in terms of it should have been Sheamus if he wasn't injured, but I wouldn't be mad if they put Rusev in that spot right now. Of just putting over big guys, making them look good. Because I agree, like what we got out of Oba and Rusev wasn't that good. So if they could revisit that and like have Rusev build up Oba for Roman Reigns in the summer.
Any a spot?
Out of what they have and what they've lost so far, it's kind of hard to think of someone on the spot. But I wouldn't mind a Finn feud or a Rusev feud. I just if they're gonna do this open challenge, I think each one probably should lead to some sort of feud or mini feud, so we can like kind of see more of Oba's range and all that. That's where I'm at on that.
Cause he got range.
Yeah, I was wondering why everyone turned their camera off there. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, Tatiana walked in for me.
Mine died.
I'm at work.
Let me see. Hold on. Oba and Priest is also another good one if they can get Priest out of that fucking tag team bullshit. But I mean, you don't even have to get him out the tag team bullshit. I mean, you can keep him in a tag team and then they just do like a feud. Maybe it's something like maybe Obafemi beats the fuck out of R-Truth, and that's how you start a Damian Priest feud. You know, I think that'd be cool. Drew as well. Like Drew can also be
you just took my joke. I was gonna say who's really good at
Yeah, Drew could do. You know, Drew could take that pinfall.
Drew's really good at it. You know.
How do y'all feel?
We know he's good at it. I would say, like, out of all the names we mentioned, Drew is probably the best name to put somebody over because he's like the biggest name.
Might as well job the Oba.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I want to ask you all a question because I think this is something that I seen the other day, and I think it's really interesting. The fact that the WWE doesn't run major feuds outside of like a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania, I think a lot of it has to do is because they don't want certain people taking pinfalls. I think it kind of like disrupts from us seeing like a Oba and Gunther feud like right now. How do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all think the WWE should stick with that? Like, does it basically enhance the talent's like credibility? Them not facing it, like Oba not facing Gunther right now, right? For example, like I don't think either one of them could take a pinfall loss, but I think if one of them does take a pinfall loss, I think it's on bookings, like it's on booking shoulders to make sure that they get booked the right way so they don't look weak. And I think you could still do a way where both of them are still strong, even if one of them does lose. How do y'all feel about us not possibly getting certain matchups because of the fact of booking doesn't want certain people to lose?
I'm gonna lie. Yo, Jeff, can you mic please for a minute? You know, I've noticed this for a while. Like the pay-per-views between like WrestleMania and SummerSlam, they are just filler and it's pointless. Because they're like extremely predictable. Not very many titles even change hands on these shows. At best, you're gonna get a tag team title change. That's it. Like the mid card champions, yeah. If you depending on who they are, they're gonna hold them at SummerSlam. Chances are. And like stars taking big losses on this road, it just you don't see it anymore, and it's annoying. I think there needs to be more upsets throughout the year on pay-per-views and on Raw and SmackDown.
That's you know, kind of.
We just saw one too on Saturday. On Friday too. Pretty, which is pretty cool. JC Jane pinning Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, like before all that, like when was the last time? When was the last time, right? Before Drew McIntyre did a world title change hand on like outside of a big four? Apart from the Punk one as well, because that was Saturday's main event and it was due to injury.
Sure, I don't remember. I'd have to like really like go back and like actually.
That's like I would love a world title change between some WrestleMania and SummerSlam just to like spice things up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Tony Khan does a decent job at it. Just kind of throwing niggas out there that we want to see. And sometimes you actually do get a finish. Or actually, more times than not, you get a finish. Tony Khan don't like it.
Yeah, Jay, mute yourself real quick. Because it's like, all right.
But
go ahead, Tommy.
Nah, I think that is something that I think we are missing. I get why WWE does it, but especially when a time like this, at a time like this, you got to pull out all the stops. You know what I mean? So you got to give us something, something to look forward to. And I think doing a surprise match or even a surprise finish, those things are kind of needed right now. And I know Triple H, I'm surprised you don't do it, you Moments Merchant, but whatever.
Jay?
I was just gonna say I don't like that they be acting scared to run big matches on smaller pay-per-views. They need to get over that shit. Not every big match or big title change has to happen at WrestleMania or fucking SummerSlam, bro. They need to get off that shit.
Okay, Spot?
While I do get it and low-key understand, like I guess in the Oba and Gunther situation, I get that one for sure, because the situation you put Gunther in, he really can't lose anytime soon unless it's a big world title match or something like that. But I wish they were willing to take a risk. Like, this is just an example. I sometimes wish that WWE felt like a college football season. Like, your defending champ goes down to someone we thought that wouldn't. Like Rollins used to every now and then he'd have a match and remember he got upset by Ziggler for the IC title, or he was in a feud and I think Ambrose cost him a match against Heath Slater. Like, I wish they would be more willing for these main stars to take losses that they honestly can't afford. They're just too scared to do
them. We did get the Shield triple threat at Battleground, yeah. We did. And then, Cena and AJ did have their first match at Money in the Bank. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Like, we don't get major matchups outside of SummerSlam and WrestleMania and maybe even sometimes Survivor Series, because they're too scared of certain people taking pinfall losses outside of a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam. I think there needs to be more major matchups throughout the year because I think it's just better for the product. I think we can move on from this subject. We're gonna talk about.
I have one more thing to say. One more thing. I just thought about it. I just think that it's as a fan looking at it, and again watching the other show and they're doing it, it's it makes me kind of think Triple H. Do you not trust how strong you already made? So let's say we got Oba and Gunther. Are you not confident in your building those two characters up single-handedly to where one of them could lose, and granted it's to the other one, and they'll be all right? You don't believe that? I think that's the only reason why they're not doing it. They just don't believe it. They don't believe in themselves. It's sad. It sucks. Do it. You'll be good. Oba, Gunther, they'll be fine, bro. I promise. They'll be fine.
It's also on the booker to also be hey, if one of them does take a loss, which obviously one will, like it's on the Booker to actually keep their momentum at a high point, which I think could easily be done because, like, if we're taking Oba and Gunther for example, I think those are two of some of the most overacts in the company. Gunther's really overact with what he does as a heel, and obviously Obafemi is over as he is. So I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to really determine how you can get these guys to be at a high point, even though they took a loss. And I'm talking a clean loss, like 1, 2, 3 on the mat, like not some bullshit. So, but I think that is one thing that does hinder the WWE product today. It's the fact that we don't see that kind of stuff no more, and I think that's like really unfortunate. And it's taking away from these big time matchups that we could be seeing on a week to week or a month to month basis. I think we can move on from this. So we're gonna talk about 2 more things. The next one is obviously something that I did not see coming at all. And it is a feud with Cody and Gunther. Cody this past week had a match with Ricky Saints, which was a really, really good match. Triple H, come on, man. Like, you got to keep Cody wrestling. I mean, maybe not every week, but like every other week, maybe he wrestles 2 times a month on SmackDown or whatever. But I think you have to keep him active. He's really good. There's not much going on SmackDown right now. Like, SmackDown's basically a dead show. It feels completely like distant from anything else that's going on in WWE. Like, SmackDown just feels lifeless, soulless. Like it doesn't feel like nothing is really going on. And I feel so bad for the Fatal Influence girls. I feel bad for Ricky Saints. I feel bad for Blake Monroe that they have to debut on this garbage of a show that has no life to it. And they're trying to bring life to the show, but it's so dead in the fucking water that it's almost impossible. And you could tell by when Ricky Saints come out, there was no reaction really to him. There will be, I believe, in a couple of weeks once people really get to know him, but people don't really care that much about SmackDown. And now we're going to move on to this thing of like Cody and Gunther. Could they possibly get SmackDown to get somewhat restored? And I'm going to say that answer is no.
Yeah,
Because
that's a tough ask.
And I'm going to say the first thing is, why the hell did Gunther putting Cody to sleep not end off SmackDown? Why did Solo Sikoa,
Huge problem.
Samoan propaganda, bro.
Solo Sikoa, Tala Tonga, and the Usos main event a SmackDown when that story should be progressed on Raw, not SmackDown? Like, Cody and Gunther, that should have been the last image of the night. If the bloodline is just gonna continue to take over Raw and SmackDown, then like, what the fuck are we doing?
Y'all enjoy the show?
I don't like that. Nah, it's just because I'm not gonna sit here and argue with WWE. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with WWE talking about this bloodline stuff anymore. They've already made the decision. They're doing it. But my thing is, again, it's just the timing, man. The segments and what you place are very important. There is no reason why your undisputed WWE champion, his new feud, brand new feud, isn't main eventing your show. There's no fucking reason. No
Your
reason.
QB1 is not main eventing your
There's
show.
no reason. No reason at all. It makes no sense to me. That's my gripe. Because again, they're gonna do this bloodline shit. That's just what it is. But like, come on, bro. Cody should main event his fucking show. It's just that simple. Lee, did you have anything else?
Y'all literally just covered it. Like, why was it not the main event? But I want to talk about the Ricky Saints thing because online I was seeing people online were saying he was debuting with no charisma and shit, and I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I seen that online. And like how he botched and shit. I'm still yet to see where the botch was. By the way, I was seeing that. Online.
Yeah, if I saw a lot of it was not well received.
Really?
Yeah. And I
I'm gonna
just
go back
gotta
and
ask
watch
the
it,
people
I
that were saying that, were we watching the same show? I don't remember him botching a thing on Friday.
It doesn't matter to me. You know why? Because Ricky Saints is like that. Whatever he needs to do to get the crowd over on his side, he will do it. So
Yep.
I'm not even worried about that, man. I don't know what the internet's talking about. Ricky Saints did fine. What they gave him on Friday, he executed it perfectly fine to me. I don't know why I don't even know what that's about. People just want to complain about something, man. There's that whole show. You
It's
chose
what
Ricky
the
Saints.
does. Complain.
That's all they do, man. The whole show, you chose Ricky Saints. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Spot.
I'll tell you what. Basically, I think y'all covered that. I'll tell you what, like a new level of bad that I saw on Friday was that. And I hate to say it because I'm a Sammy fan, but that gingerbread segment. Oh my goodness.
Oh, actually, I forgot to say this. Rest in peace, the gingerbread man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
You had a good run.
Ah.
You had a good run.
So I guess we could talk about that, but I want to get Jay's input on this Cody Gunther thing.
Well, I definitely feel like I think that Cody. I don't know if it's because of him or what, but Cody definitely got hold this past Friday. I think Gunther choking him out should have been the closing shot of SmackDown. But hey, man, like Cody been getting hold. Like, what the fuck is new? His main event angle got hold 2 years in a row. Like we know what it is with Cody. He's a hoe just like Drew McIntyre. So it is.
Why are we catching trade?
No, I'm just saying though, if we keeping it a buck, man, you know how it be for these hoes on the corner, bro.
On the corner.
I do think that they gotta stop. They gotta stop with some of these bloodline heavy segments are getting a bit much. A few.
Coming from the bloodline.
Yeah, that solo shit is garbage, bro. I don't know.
Again, it wasn't the main event. I don't think I'll be talking this aggressively about it.
I will say something that's a little crazy. I don't know whose fault it is, but there ain't no way that Danhausen segment was getting more reactions than Ricky saying. So it's a little wild.
You said what?
I said how was that Danhausen segment's getting more reactions than Ricky Saints?
Bro, Danhausen is over.
He's like that, bro.
And he's got a match at Backlash.
Which I think is kind of
he's definitely.
I think it's crazy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Jay, you can mute up real quick because I can hear my back audio. So Danhausen gets a match, right? And it's him and a mystery partner. I guess we'll find out who that is. Maybe Jelly Roll. I'd be on. Maybe it is Jelly Roll. Against Kid Wilson and The Miz. And you want to know what's the most literal frustrating part is why is that on a pay-per-view? But Rhea Ripley and Charlotte and Alexa versus Fatal Influence isn't. Huh? Like, if you really want to showcase new talent, you put the Fatal Influence girls over on Backlash, along with Rhea Ripley, who's one of your biggest stars in the company, and Charlotte and Alexa, who are two of the most veteran women on the roster and are very, very known. But no, you put Danhausen and possibly a celebrity against The Miz. And, look, I like what Danhausen's been doing. I think he brings an element to the WWE that, isn't really seen. The crowd loves him. But there is such thing as overexposure. And I think the WWE is treading on that line. Not yet, but if they keep doing stuff like this, they're going to be treading on the line of, overexposing Danhausen. Why? For what?
So they can release them with no strings attached when they're done with them. Because that's what TKO seems to be like. They're going to drain Danhausen for everything he got, bro. And they're going to let him go. Let him go.
I don't get it, man. I don't get why we're doing this, Russell Spot, what do you think about it? Like, do you think the women should have been in there over Danhausen and the Miz and Kit Wilson?
I mean, absolutely. I don't think that's necessarily a pay-per-view match, even if it's this mystery partner angle you're going for. You see, I used to hate pre-show matches. I still low-key do, but I think that's like the perfect spot for like a match like that. Um,
Yes.
wake the crowd up, whatever, blah blah blah. That's like a free match you can get people to like get into. I guess that's kind of what they're going for with this ESPN thing or whatever. But there's no reason that your main women's champion of your show should be missing the first pay per view after WrestleMania for this feud that I don't know if people are like genuinely interested in it. I think it's just like a fun thing to watch, I guess, whatever. But I don't think it should be missing for that. Honestly, it doesn't even need to be a match. It could be a segment on Backlash, you know?
Yeah.
The Danhausen thing.
And look, I also believe that people are invested in the Fatal Influence stuff. Like JC Jane and these girls are getting massive boos. Like their debut last week when they took out Paige, and then it basically like enabled the fans to like really boo them because you know it was a lot of these fans' first time actually seeing Paige. The fans were chanting "We want Paige," and then all you see is these women come out there and they pull her down and literally attack her. And then they come out later in the night. Who did they confront? Was it Rhea Ripley? Yeah, it was. And then she had a match with Rhea Ripley. This being JC Jane's first feud, if JC Jane is gonna be Rhea Ripley's first challenger, she's not winning, but like, damn, that's a really good damn start. And I think the way they booked her so far is they've done it to absolute perfection. And the fact that she's not getting a pay-per-view spot yet over Danhausen is a little disappointing, and it kind of tells you the direction that this company is going / has been for a little while. And it's that they're kind of celebrity driven. I mean, there was a report that came out the other day that they want Stephen A. Smith for something soon. I'll be honest, I'm not opposed to Stephen A. Smith being,
I feel like he would be good
being in W. Like, I think he'd be great as a manager.
Yeah,
I think
feel like
him
he
as a
would be
manager,
good
But
at
not in
it.
the main focus of a story.
Yeah, no, like if he's a manager, if he's in the Paul Heyman role, oh, dude, like that's money. The dude has a mouthpiece; he can literally talk, and I like the first words that are gonna come out of his mouth, no matter what he says, he's gonna get booed. And I think the other role he'd be successful in is as a commentator, which I don't think that that's what he'll do, but I think a commentary role would actually be a successful role for him, just because he's just hilarious, and I think he'd be a great heel commentator. But it's just really unfortunate that the Fatal Influence girls aren't gonna get on a pay-per-view.
I do want to say one more thing on the Danhausen thing real quick. I'll just use this. I don't know if you're using this as like a point, like that's why he should be. But I'm just using your comment as this. I'll say this: Danhausen being a draw and all that, being a top 3 merch seller, people aren't buying his merch or giving him this reaction on based off his wrestling ability. It's definitely just the character. So that's why I don't want to use this I don't want them to use this as an excuse to have him wrestling on like these pay-per-views, because he can literally just be in segments.
Exactly. And my thing to kind of bounce off that, yeah, he's a top 3 merch seller, but without wrestling, like Russell Spot said. So he was gonna still be a top 3 merch seller. With or without this match, exactly. With or without this match at Backlash, bro. So it's like, what is the?
Did y'all see the video he made after the match got announced?
Yeah, the Backlash.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That was pretty funny. It would be different if SAS actually has a passion for pro wrestling. And I don't think he does. I really don't think he does. So that's the unfortunate part about it. The other thing that we could talk about, because Russell Spot brought it up, probably one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life. One of the most infuriating things I've seen in my life. Why the fuck is Sami Zayn and Trick Williams feuding with a gingerbread man? And by the way, all props to Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. They're trying to make this as interesting as possible. I mean, Trick Williams had a really funny segment where the doctor basically told him, yeah, he's dead. And Trick Williams like sold it really funny and cut a really funny promo. They're trying, but realistically, like the gingerbread man being a part of this feud is I don't know.
This is when WWE starts to drag things out too far. Yeah, it was cool and funny when Trick was calling him the gingerbread man, but now, like a whole fucking segment, a whole fucking, what, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes on this shit? Come on, bro.
And this is the worst part about it. He has a fucking funeral.
Yeah,
But-
a whole segment?
But here's what I will say. It's not like we haven't seen this before. We had a guy years ago come out in a bulldog costume actively pretending to be Roman Reigns. The WWE has done very wacky shit. You see? And he just took the words right out of my mouth. Like, the WWE has been known for wacky shit, which is why, like, I don't get super infuriated with this because they're like, the WWE does tend to do stuff like this where it's stupid and it's made to make you laugh and it's made to be quirky and just really it's just basically made to be stupid, which fine, whatever. And I think this feud has actually been fine. I actually can't really say much complaints about this feud. I think it's been decent, you know. I think for me the biggest part is Trick Williams is clearly shining in this feud.
What?
Like, so if that's what the payoff is going to be, I don't care how we get to the end. As long as we get to the end with Trick Williams being like the shining star of this feud and him getting like the majority of the momentum, then cool. So, but to be honest, I thought it was pretty I don't know. I didn't even know what to think of like Sami Zayn just constantly hitting the gingerbread man and actually actively trying to kill him in the ring. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I think it would have been fine if, I guess, I don't know. Maybe this is a little hypocritical, like saying we want different shit or whatever for me, but like Trick Williams making the save, I think that's where it kind of went over the edge, you know, and then Sammy like stepping in. That was weird. I don't know. That's a lot to think about, bro.
He loves the gingerbread man. He loves
I
him.
also think WWE could have got away with this if the rest of their show wasn't shit. I honestly feel like that. We wouldn't be bashing it because, like Ron said,
Yeah,
this
fair.
isn't
Are we
nothing
talking about the
WWE's like,
gingerbread
nah.
man?
Yeah,
This comment is so hilarious to me because
Sammy's
Trick being the heroic babyface saving a gingerbread is one of the oddest things. It's odd, but it's hilarious, but it's odd.
I remember man is getting more reaction, but Julia. Oh, don't get me started on Julia. I'm sick to myself.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as Trick wins, I guess. Whatever.
Okay. Hold on. We're gonna talk about one more thing before we get to the announcement. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna give our predictions for Backlash.
At Backlash.
So
Backlash.
let's start off.
Yes.
Oh, so I don't think we're gonna get Cody and Gunther at Backlash. I think that match is probably
not.
Night of Champions.
That'll be
no,
Night.
Clash in Italy.
Oh wait, no, there's Clash in Italy actually coming up real soon. So that's probably when it'll be. I think Clash in Italy is at the end of May. Let's see.
Yeah, isn't it May 30th?
Yeah. Yup. So yeah, it's May 31st. So Clash in Italy. I think Cody and Gunther is at Clash in Italy at the end of the month.
Definitely.
So, I also believe that Rhea Ripley and JC Jane for the title is actually going to be at Clash in Italy.
Let's go.
I would not be mad at that. JCJ deserves it.
Let's go,
So-
JC.
Let's talk about this card. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 5 matches. I don't think they're going to add any more. So let's start off with. I guess we'll start up. Who's gonna be Danhausen's mystery partner? Let's just get this one out the way.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Stephen A. Smith. I don't fucking know.
I think it's gonna be Jelly Roll. I think Jelly Roll and Danhausen are gonna win. We all agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the actual rest of the card. Wait, am I tripping?
What?
Wait, Wait. Why does
I'm
this
waiting.
say that the United States Championship match is Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes? Is there something that
twins.
we don't know?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at CBS Sports. This was updated May 1st at 11:16. Huh?
Doubt that.
Did they spoil some shit? No.
Hold on.
As of
something that
now,
we
I
don't-
don't see anything.
Yo, Rod, are you seeing things or is it actually?
No, it actually literally says.
No,
Trick
that shit
Williams, Sami Zayn
definitely
versus Carmelo.
says triple threat match. I'm on CBS Sports just like he is.
Look, I'll show you guys.
That shit.
Check Wikipedia. Or yeah.
That says 2026.
Versus Carmelo Hayes.
I don't know what's going on then.
Maybe they wish it was Carmelo Hayes. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Anyways, we're gonna just.
You see that Triple H? Even CBS wants Carmelo Hayes. Give us Carmelo Hayes.
All right. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. I mean, I'm pretty sure Trick Williams is probably gonna get the win here.
He better.
I hope so.
Trick
So-
Williams.
All right. This one is this one right here. I'm a little 50-50 on. All right. Io Sky versus Asuka.
I'm just happy it's happening. I'm be honest.
I'm with Tommy on that one. I don't like to agree with him either, but I'm happy it's happening.
I'm just happy it's happening.
What are our predictions?
If Kyrie was still here,
Yo.
yeah, I'm about to say if Kyrie was still
Probably
here, I think I would
gonna be,
go with Oscar or some long-term storytelling shit. But I think we just got to end the feud, and I think Io got to win.
Io.
Move on.
Jay?
I think they wrap this shit up, and I think Io goes over.
All right. Io. I'm also picking Io. All right. This is another one that's, I guess, also kind of 50-50 as well. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. So, Ghost, I'll start off with you.
Do I really have to pick between these two? again?
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
Pick a
Why?
side, Ghost. Pick a side.
Why?
You have to pick.
They're gonna continue this feud. I already know they're gonna continue the feud. So it's probably gonna be Braun winning by some bullshit.
Okay. Lee?
I'm gonna go the opposite. I think Rollins outsmarts Breaker in this match and picks up the win. Because when you look at the story, it's been Seth Rollins took Breaker under his wing. So Rollins is going to win the first match, I think. And then Braun's going to win the second.
Tommy?
I don't know about this one. Damn, is Seth gonna lose again? That'd be
Probably.
kinda crazy. Are they gonna continue this story? No, I think Braun Breaker's winning. Sorry.
No, and neither of the women's world titles are being defended at Backlash. No.
As of right now, we still
Royce
got
Keys,
time.
Royce Keys actually had a pretty interesting segment with Jacob Fatu on Friday.
I like that little.
That was a good ass segment, man.
I like that segment.
They had a good segment. Jay, Seth or Braun?
I'm actually gonna pick Seth because I think that Braun might win the feud if they have another match. I'm actually gonna pick Seth here.
Spot?
You know, Jay, for the first time in your life, you said something intelligent. I got Seth as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Jay, you're usually pretty stupid, but this is this one you made a smart decision, so yeah.
Hold on, let me go get a lottery ticket real quick.
What?
Yo, are picks flying?
Yo,
Hold on,
yeah, I
the
also
sky
got
is
Seth.
actually green right now.
holy shit!
Holy shit, money is falling from the sky.
I wish.
All right, main event. I think this one is pretty obvious. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh my god, guys, Jacob's totally gonna win, right?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to win, Ghost. I see what you're
totally,
saying.
man. Totally.
Yeah. It's Roman Reigns, y'all.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
hate
man.
this.
Yeah, Tommy, I would have never thought of that one, bro.
Yeah, this shit's stupid. I'm just saying my pick.
Ah,
I
Reigns
think we're all
boy.
agreeing here. It's going to be Roman Reigns.
Whatever, man. Do you even have to ask Jay?
No.
That's
My
what I'm
girl,
thinking.
my girl Roman Reigns. My
Huh? You're what?
This
This guy.
Did you say Roman Reigns a girl?
This guy, bro.
nigga, what the fuck? It's not Lee.
Is Jacob? So obviously we all know Roman Reigns is gonna win. Is Jacob actually gonna acknowledge Roman Reigns?
I hope he
He does
doesn't.
it Night of Champions. Night of Champions acknowledges them.
I hope he doesn't.
Or do we
Ah.
or do we get an extended part of this feud that like Jacob is just retaliating? You know. And by the way, does that segment open the door for a possible Royce Keys and Roman Reigns matchup, where possibly Royce Keys is coming to the aid of Jacob Fatu, and Royce Keys is possibly challenging for the world title
Actually,
pretty
that
soon?
would be tough. That would be tough.
I would give Risky
That
something to
would-
do, so there you go.
Like I said, I do like the segments that they're doing already. It would be a tragedy if they don't continue this in some type of like just always keep it, in the back of their head that Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu go way back. I just hope it's not one of those things where they do it this time and they never ever bring it up again. Because they do shit like that.
Or it's a celebrity involvement with a phone call.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, how do we feel about a phone call being another focal point?
Oh my God, we're running it back. Woo!
Sometimes I feel like Triple H sees everything and he literally does shit to piss us off. Like he doesn't why would you do that shit again that soon? You asshole. Like what are you doing?
Because it's what we do. It's what we do.
Are you enjoying the show?
He just wanted us to be mad. That's all.
Well, it's working. That piece of
I got
trash.
Roman.
Jog, I hope you're not wrong. Or I hope you are wrong.
Well, I mean that's the Backlash card. So I guess is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before we get to
Main roster of
the announcement?
WWE is
Drew McIntyre,
fried.
please come back and save SmackDown.
Okay, I don't think he's doing all that, brother.
All right, yeah, that's enough of that. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
Question.
not-
I got a question for Lee. When do you think Drew McIntyre comes back to TV?
Good question.
End of June, early July.
End of June. Okay. Okay.
Just in time for SummerSlam.
What do you think is
What's
his first? What do you think is his first feedback?
What does he do at SummerSlam?
Wave your hand side to side.
Would you love a Joe Hendry feud if that was the feud for?
Nah,
for
so
SummerSlam?
if I had to pick
Alright.
with Braun and Seth, you're picking between Drew and
Ghost,
Henry,
I
buddy.
made it perfectly clear. Who I would always support in a Joe Hendry Drew McIntyre feud because it's literally the west of Scotland versus the east. I'm on the east, so it's Team Joe Hendry.
Oh, I don't know why, but you're saying.
What would be even funnier is just because Hendry has like the fresher face. It would be Hendry would probably win that first match.
Probably.
Either way, it's a win-win for me and it's a win-win for Scotland.
That's true. That's true.
See, Ghost, that's all you had to say.
Anything else y'all want to talk about before we get into the announcement?
That's all I got, man.
Jay?
Taker for Booker of the Year.
Shawn Michaels holds that bitch too. He's back to back. Are we just gonna call it quits? Like, is it over?
We'll see what he
Ghost?
does. Wednesdays 8 p.m., Tuesdays 8 p.m.
And Saturdays 10 p.m.
Saturdays.
10 p.m. Thursdays.
I gotta start watching on Saturdays. There we go. All right.
I'll
Tommy, where are you going?
I think he's getting ready for his. I think he's getting ready for his announcement.
Before we get into Tommy's announcement, Ghost, it is right. People should watch AEW on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You wanna know why?
Oh my God, why?
Darby Allin is your world champion.
I like Darby Allin.
So go ahead, Lee.
He beat MJF with a side headlock takeover. Greatest
Fan the
champion ever.
move. Fan the move.
Tommy, before your announcement, on an AEW note, I'd also just like to send out my condolences to Rebel, who's currently dealing with terminal ALS. She only has like a couple of months to live. And I just want to send my condolences out there to her from all of us here at BTBC. Really unfortunate that what's going on over there with her. But send the condolences out to her.
Not real shit.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
and now with that being said, Tommy has an announcement, so I'm gonna give him the screen.
Yeah.
So
Can you do a drum roll? Drum roll.
go on ahead and give your announcement.
Oh, chat. So yes, as you guys know, I have an announcement. Long overdue announcement, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm super happy to share it with you guys. You guys are our family. So come here. So I want you guys to know that we can't see from this angle, but we are expecting. We just found out recently that we are having a boy in November. Chat. And I wanted you all to know, what you all to witness, or I guess just know what's going on in my life, because I love all of you guys. So, yeah, man. Big news. Woo!
Tommy
Yo,
is
can we
gonna
get
be
congrats for
a
Tommy in the
fucking
chat?
father.
Congrats, bro.
There we go, man.
Congrats, Tommy and
Shout
Tatiana.
out to Tommy, man.
Tommy's gonna be a fucking father. Look at this.
Much
Shout
love and
out.
blessings, man. That's amazing.
No.
Shout out to Tommy and Tatiana. You guys
Father.
amazing parents. We all know that, and you always got my support. I'm pretty sure you always have all of our support. So yeah, man, Tommy's gonna be a father.
Father Tommy. Hey, baby Shay is cooking, chat.
You
Baby Shay is cooking.
Baby Shay, bro.
we already got the name. Oh,
Baby Shay is cooking.
Yo, this guy.
She already
we
said it.
raising baby
Phil.
CM.
She said
Yo, all right, bro, that's enough.
Yo, baby Phil Brooks. What?
Baby Phil Brooks.
Yo, Tommy.
Tatiana, yeah, please, thank you.
Yo, Tommy. Now it's my turn to get you pregnant.
What?
What?
Wait.
End the stream, bro.
End the stream.
End the stream.
What?
Yo, Jay. Yo, Jay, now you can end the stream, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
you should've ended it.
Guys, we will see you guys next week for BTBC episode 191.
8 more. 10 more. Well, 9
Oh, wait,
more.
will we? It's Mother's Day.
Oh, next week is next week is Mother's Day already?
Yeah, the 10th.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, we
so
may
look,
not be here.
Week off.
we might not be back next Sunday. So
Yeah,
we'll keep you guys updated. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. We'll let you guys know.
Hey, Spot, can you put the QR code up, or
we-
if Rolly gonna do it?
If
I'm
hold on, let me see.
I'm not on my desktop.
All right.
Rejoin the show.
So look, if we aren't back next week, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love moms. We all love moms. So hope you enjoy your time with your mom next week if we're not back. And if we are, then we'll see you next week. See you guys later, man. Russell Spot in the stream.
John Cena.